And apparently Coronation Street news comes in waves, as we have been treated with some new Coronation Street news to kick off or end a fairly uneventful week. Coronation Street recast key character and unveils 2 newcomers that make then their debuts over the next few weeks. So, I mean, just to go back to me, obviously Kate Brooks is going to want to put a stamp on the show, and that's to be expected. She wants to have her own characters, her own new characters, and wants to make it unpredictable. So yes, key characters and a recast. Now, I know that people get upset about recasts, but I can't lie, out of everybody that they were going to recast, this one is probably the most earned. So, James Bailey will officially return to the Cobbles on March 17th, with Jason Callender taking over the role from Nathan Graham, who played the character from 2019 until his departure in 2022. So here is who James is going to be. Lovely, stunning man. And it's been confirmed that Downton Abbey's Jonathan Howard has been cast as Kevin Webster's younger half-brother Carl, who will appear on screen the first time April 11th. And that is him, which honestly, there's a video that's just gone out about the news about Abby sleeping with Kevin's brother. All right then. Okay, fair enough, Abby. I didn't know your game. Look at that beautiful hunk of a man. And then finally, viewers will be introduced to a new character called Theo Silverton on March 25th, played by fellow Downton Abbey star James Cartwright. So the guy in the back with the shaved head. You can see 3 very different kinds of people. One ex-footballer, one Scott Style, the other looks like he'd sell you down for a pack of smokes. May be judgy, but hey. I'm not sure why they've announced it in a 3, possibly because it's not really a big enough deal to do any of them. James Bailey has been living in the US with partner Danny, but will quickly slot back into family life when he returns to Weatherfield, pay them a visit, and check on his sister Dee Dee. But what has he been up to since he left the Cobbles, and what is he searching for next? James is determined. Whatever he puts his mind to, he absolutely goes for it. He's a little brother, so he's bet little brother pranks, but more than anything, he loves his family, and he really wants to be a dad. Said Calendar. All right, wants to be a dad. I mean, he's gay, as far as I remember the character. Is Danny still in the picture? Doesn't look like it. Will he settle down with someone? Who would he settle down with? Who knows? Who knows? Carl Webb's first scenes will see him become involved in a heated argument with Abby over a car park space before either realise she is his brother's wife. As sparks fly and temperatures rise between them, and Carl charm his way out of this one, and will Kevin and Debbie be pleased to have their little brother hanging around, whatever his motives are? Reads the official press release. Whatever his motives are. Whatever his motives are. Let's just think about that one. Let's just quickly think about. They have been teasing a lot of characters with a darker edge. For the most part, it's been cancer. To be honest, it's mostly just been cancer. That's been the dark secret. But still, what is his motive? That's what we'll have to find out. Providing more insight into Carl, Howard said he's maybe a little bit selfish, especially between his trousers sometimes, so he's a player. Theo Silverton gets on the wrong side of both Julie and George while working as a scaffolder close by, before Todd helps him patch things up with the locals. There's an instant attraction from Todd, but Theo places cards close to his chest. I think Theo is a good guy. He comes in with the best intentions, as most people do, but he may upset people with his behaviour. Okay, so Theo and Todd. There we are, confirmed. Theo and Todd. So all in all, there's a lot of really interesting ideas there. Recasting James Bailey is never going to be a bad thing because he simply never fit. He wasn't a good actor. He was stiff and wooden as a board. He had no real place in Coronation Street. Hey, I'm sure he could have been better, but out of all the recasts you do, perfectly fine to do this one. There is another picture which makes the guy in the middle look a bit less bizarre. There we are. He looks quite normal here. In this other picture, he's looked really dark. And like, well, it's just the lighting's all off. The lighting makes them all look completely wrong. Like, his face looks like it has no creases. Honestly, this picture's so much nicer. This picture's so much nicer, man. Honestly, Carl Webster, he could double as like fit Warren Fox, honestly. But there we are. That's a much nicer picture. It's horrifically green screened. I can't lie. It is horrifically green screened. Look at how atrocious this is. Yeah. But yeah, so he's gonna be with Todd. He's gonna be a fuckboy, and he wants to be a dad. So there we are. Unfortunately, I'm not feeling too great. So I've not got that much speculation about this one. I look forward to new characters. They can't be any worse than Mick and Lou. They can't be worse than Mick and Lou. So it'd be nice to see that. You know, and hey, if they are doing it, maybe they can recast Aggie if they want, because she was a big part of the family, but she seemed to, I don't know, it was around COVID time and she seemed to have some autoimmune disease and really struggled to deal with things. So, you know, maybe it's not a fault, but ultimately there was a definite hole that was left. Not that I really need the character, because Aggie wasn't really... She had a decent chunk of warmth to everything, but... But yeah, there we are. Not really much else to go on, and I'm not feeling too great. So that is the video. What do we think about these new characters? What do you think about the way they announced it? Nice little ways to... It's nice to see that Kate Brooks is trying to do what I generally told... Well, what I told Chris Glenshaw. What I suggested Chris Glenshaw should do with EastEnders. You bulk up the families and you make the family drama at the heart. But the difference with Coronation Street is it is being a much more criminal-based at the minute, which is fine. But still, you need the big families for all these actions to fall back on. And introducing Carl, who is absolutely stunning. Theo, who seems interesting. And James Bailey back again. I don't think anybody will be particularly upset with this one. But yeah, I look forward to seeing this. Some nice little surprise, shock, difference. Looking forward to it. And I wonder what they will have in store. What do you think about the newcomers and the recast? Tell me in the comment section down below. I've been Ash from Watching Walford. Thank you for watching. See you next time. Bye bye.